Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalam O Alikum. Dear student, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss about Mathematics SSC-II. Now let's start the today lesson. So our new syllabus PTB Book Foundation Math SSC-II Unit number 1. In Unit number 1, Quadratic Equation. So, quadratic equation according to SLO base or FBISC requirement. Example and exercise 1.3. Question number 1 to 5 in part 1. Remaining question in next part. So let's start the today lesson in equation reducible to quadratic form. First of all, in exercise 1.3, we will discuss type of equation. Here, 5 type of equation. So, we will discuss the type of equation type 1. In type 1, ax to the power 4 plus bx square plus c is equal to 0. Here variable is highest power in x to the power 4. So first we reduce the power in x square, then we can solve. And in type 2 in the form of friction. For example, a into p into x plus b upon p into x is equal to c. Here equation in the friction form, so two variables have a same. For example, here p into x and p into x have a same value. So one value is supposed and can solve in the form of quadratic equation. Now we will discuss the type 3. In type 3, a into x square plus 1 upon x square into plus b into x plus 1 upon x into c plus c is equal to 0. Or this equation in the form of reciprocal of equation ax to the power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus bx plus a is equal to 0. So here we can reduce the power of this equation. So we can let the minimum power x plus 1 upon x in the form of other variable y or z or a, b, c to x, y, z. Now we can taking the square and find the maximum value and we can solve the reciprocal of equation. This type of equation is called a reciprocal of equation. Now let us discuss the type 4. In type 4, this equation is called a exponential equation. So here exponential equation in the form of a to the power 1 plus x plus a to the power 1 minus x is equal to b. Here variable in the form of exponent. So this equation is called exponential equation. Similarly, we can discuss in exercise 1.3 type 5. So in type 5, we will discuss the equation in the form of 4 multiple variables. So here we can see that x plus a into x plus b into x plus c into x plus d is equal to k, any constant number. So we can arrange the two factor as a same number, then we can arrange into reduced equation of quadratic form, then we can solve. So in today's lesson, we will discuss question number 1 to 5 as the type of type 1 equation ax to the power 4 plus bx square plus c is equal to 0 as a type 1 equation. So today we will discuss the type of equation first type. So let's start the today lesson in the type 1 ax to the power 4 plus bx square plus c is equal to 0 in exercise 1.3 question number 1 to 5. Now let's start the question number 1. Here we can see that question number 1, 2x to the power 4 minus 11x square plus 5 is equal to 0. Here we can see that the variable is highest power 4. We can reduce into power of x square. So this implies that we can write that 2 into x to the power 2 whole square minus 11 into x square plus 5 is equal to 0. We can arrange this equation in the form of quadratic form. So we can write that 2 into x square whole square minus 11x square plus 5 is equal to 0. Let we can consider y is equal to x square. This implies that y square whole square is equal to y square. So put in equation number 1. So equation number 1 become in the form of 2y square minus 11y plus 5 is equal to 0. Equation 1 in the form of variable y. Now we can arrange into reduced form of quadratic equation. Then we have midterm breaking. Now midterm breaking of this equation, 5 2s are 10. Now we consider the two variable. Here we consider the two digit. So minus 10 and minus 1. When added minus 10 and minus 1, answer will be midterm as a 11. And when multiply 10 multiplied by 1, 10 ones are 10. So we have arranged the equation into midterm breaking. Then 2x square 2y square minus 10y minus y plus 5 is equal to 0 as a midterm breaking. So this implies that we have taken the common into first two term. Here 2y and this is the multiple of 2y. So taking 2y as a common, then 2y into x minus 5. Here no digit is common, so we take the common as a minus 1. So minus 1 into x minus y minus 5 into is equal to 0. So after taking the equation become 2y into y minus 5 minus 1 into y minus 5 is equal to 0. Now here 2 factor y minus 5 into 2y minus 5 is equal to 0. This implies that y minus 5 is equal to 0 or 2y minus 5 is equal to 0. So y is equal to 5 or y is equal to 5 upon 2. As y is equal to x square, so putting the variable in original form of x square. So x square is equal to 5 or x square is equal to 5 upon 2. Now this equation in the original form of variable. So this implies that x square is equal to 5 or x square is equal to 5 upon 2. Taking square root on both sides, then we have here x is equal to plus minus 5 square root or x is equal to plus minus 5 upon 2 whole square root. here x. So taking square root on both sides. Then solution set of required equation is plus minus square root of 5 or plus minus square root of 5 upon 2. Now let's start the next question, question number 2. So in question number 2, type of equation 1. So type 1 is equal to ax to the power 4 plus bx square plus c is equal to 0. Now start the question number 2. 2x to the power 4 is equal to 9x square minus 4. So first of all, rearranging the equation. So we can rearrange in the form of equation. This implies that 2x to the power 4 minus 9x square plus 4 is equal to 0. Now we have write into quadratic form. So we write the 2 into x square of whole square minus 9x square plus 4 is equal to 0. Now we have become a equation 1. Here in this equation 1 we let the less variable x y is equal to let y is equal to x square. So putting in equation 1, then equation 1 will come in the form of 2y square minus 9y plus 4. So we have let y is equal to x square. This implies that 2y square minus 9y plus 4 is equal to 0. Now we have midterm breaking of equation 1. 4 2s are 8. We can midterm break the midterm into two factors. Multiplying when answer is 8 and when added answer is 9. So 8 ones are 8 and when added minus 8 and minus 1 answer become minus 9. So 2 factor of this equation after midterm breaking 2y square minus 8y minus y plus 4 is equal to 0. Now taking common in first two factors, then we have 2y is common, remaining term is y minus 4. Similarly, minus 1 is common, then y minus 4 is equal to 0. So we have 2y into y minus 4 and minus 1 into y minus 4 is equal to 0. So we can arrange y minus 4 into 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. Then y minus 4 is equal to 0. This implies that y is equal to 4. Or 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. Then y is equal to 1 upon 2. As y is equal to x square, putting the original value, then equation become x square is equal to 4 and x square is equal to 1 upon 2. So we have x square is equal to 4 or x square is equal to 1 upon 2. Then writing the equation taking square root on both sides. When square root of this term x is equal to plus minus 2 or taking square root of this term x is equal to plus minus 1 upon 2 whole square root. So solution set of given equation is plus minus 2 or plus minus square root of 1 upon 2. This is the solution set of question number 2. Let's start the next question. In next question, question number 3, equation reduced to the quadratic form. First of all, given equation, question number 3 is equal to 5 to the 5 multiplied by x to the power 1 upon 2 is equal to 7 x to the power 1 upon 4 minus 2. So first of all, rearrange the equation. So we can write that 5 into x to the power 1 upon 2 minus 7 into x to the power 1 upon 4 plus 2 is equal to 0. This one is the equation 1. Now let's consider the least term. So here let t is equal to x to the power 1 upon 4. This implies that t square is equal to x to the power 1 upon 2. Then putting in this equation, we have this value is equal to t square and this value is equal to t. So equation become 5t square minus 7t plus 2 is equal to 0. Now equation 1 become 5t square minus 7t plus 2 is equal to 0. Now we have midterm breaking of this equation. So equation become in the form of 5t square minus 7t plus 2 is equal to 0. After midterm breaking, 5 2s are 10. So 2 factor is minus 5 and minus 2. 5 multiplied by 2 is minus 10 and minus 5 and minus 2 is minus 7. So taking common in first two term 5t is common, then 5t into t minus 1 and minus 2 is common from next two factors. So minus 2 into t minus 1 is equal to 0. So we write that t minus 1 into 5t minus 2 is equal to 0. Here t minus 1 is equal to 0 or 5t minus 2 is equal to 0. When t minus 1 is equal to 0, so t is equal to 1 and 5t minus 2 is equal to 0, then t is equal to 2 upon 5. But t is equal to x to the power 1 upon 4 as t is equal to x to the power 1 upon 4. Putting in this equation, then equation is original variable. So in original variable, x to the power 1 upon 4 is equal to 1 or x to the power 1 upon 4 is equal to 2 upon 5. Here taking the power 4 on both sides, then x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2 upon 5 whole to the power 4. 2 the power 4 is equal to 16 and 5 the power 4 is equal to 625. So the solution set of required equation is 1 or 16 upon 625. Let's move the question number 4. In question number 4, given statement x to the power 2 upon 3 plus 54 is equal to 15 multiplied by x to the power 1 upon 3. First of all, rearrange the equation. So we write in the equation form, we have x to the power 1 upon, here 1 upon 3, not a 2 upon 3, x to the power 1 upon 3 whole square minus 15 x to the power 1 upon 3 plus 54 is equal to 0. Now let y is equal to x to the power 1 upon 3. Taking square on both sides, y square is equal to x to the power 2 upon 3. So 2x to the power 2 upon 3 is equal to y square or x to the power 1 upon 3 is equal to y. So equation 1 become in the form of y square minus 15y plus 54 is equal to 0. So we write that y square minus 15y plus 54 is equal to 0. Now midterm breaking, 54 ones are 54. We have 9 multiplied by 6. 9 6 are 54. And minus 9 and minus 6 both are added. Answer will be 15. So after the midterm breaking, taking the common, here y square and y, taking y as a common. So y into y minus 9, and this is 6 and this is the multiple of 6. So minus 6 is common. So y minus plus minus minus 9. Now we have two factor, y minus 9 into y minus 6 is equal to 0. If y minus 9 is equal to 0 or y minus 6 is equal to 0. Either y minus 9 is equal to 0, then y is equal to 9, or y minus 6 is equal to 0, y is equal to 6. Now we arrange in a original variable, putting the original variable as y is equal to x to the power 1 upon 3. Then equation become x to the power 1 upon 3 is equal to 9 and x to the power 1 upon 3 is equal to 6. So given required equation in original variable, x to the power 1 upon 3 is equal to 9 or x to the power 1 upon 3 is equal to 6. Now taking cube on both sides. When taking cube on both sides, x to the power 1 upon 3 whole to the power 3 cancel out. So x is equal to 9 cube. 9 cube is equal to 729. Then value of x is 729. Similarly, x to the power 1 upon 3 whole cube. Cube cancel out by 1 upon 3 and 6 cube is equal to 216. Then the solution set of required equation is 729 or 216. Now let's start the today last question. In question number 5, given statement 3 multiplied by x to the power minus 2 plus 5 is equal to 8 multiplied by x to the power minus 1. First of all, rearrange the equation. So we have rearranged in this form 3 into x to the power minus 2 minus 8 into x to the power minus 1 plus 5 is equal to 0. After rearranging this equation in this form, 3x to the power minus 2 minus 8 x to the power minus 1 plus 5 is equal to 0. Now let we have x to the power minus 1 is equal to y, because x to the power minus 1 is small power, so we have let y is equal to x to the power minus 1. This implies that taking square on both sides. So y square is equal to x to the power minus 2. Putting in this equation, so x to the power minus 2 is equal to y square and x to the power minus 1 is equal to y. So equation become in the form of 3y square minus 8y plus 5 is equal to 0. Now putting the values, then we have midterm breaking, 5 3s are 15. So midterm breaking of 8 into 2 factor. Here 5 and 3 are 2 factor. When 5 multiplied by 3, answer is 15 and minus 5 and minus 3 answer is 8. Now after the midterm breaking, equation become 3y square minus 5y minus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0. Now we have common in first two terms, y is common, then y into 3y minus 5. Here minus 1 is common, so 3y minus 5 is equal to 0. Now we have two factor y minus 1 into 3y minus 5 is equal to 0. Either y minus 1 is equal to 0 or 3y minus 5 is equal to 0. Now y is equal to 1 or y is equal to 5 upon 3. As we know that y is equal to x to the power minus 1, so write in original variable. So in original variable, x to the power minus 1 is equal to 1. X to the power minus 1 is a form of reciprocal, so 1 upon x is equal to 1. Taking reciprocal on both sides, this implies that x is equal to 1. Similarly, we have x to the power minus 1 is equal to 5 upon 3. Now, x to the power minus 1 is equal to 1 upon x is equal to 5 upon 3. So, cross multiplication on both sides, 3 ones are 3 and 5 multiplied by x is 5x. So, x is equal to 3 upon 5. Then the solution set of required equation will in the form of x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3 upon 5. So the equation question number 5, 3 multiplied by x to the power minus 2 plus 5 is equal to 8 multiplied by x to the power minus 1. Solution set will be 1 was 3 upon 5. For more videos, subscribe our channel. Best of luck. Take care. Allah Hafiz.